So it's getting close to Summer Madness on games in general. What that means is June, July is usually when a lot of games come out and they have their summer stuff and projects, latitudes, what they're going to do this summer, what's the next games coming for the winter, whether one company's going to fall, whether one's going to grow, whether, so on and so forth. Going to do this summer, what's the next games coming? And a lot of people don't realize that when this happens, it's big business and booming, and they got to get their games out for the summer, sometimes for the quarterlies and all this stuff. So we got a few games coming out. I'm puttering in my daily, so I hope you guys don't mind. I'm playing on STO today. Which will probably be down for maintenance tomorrow because tomorrow's Tuesday. So they'll be readjusting stuff. The event's still going on console that I know of. The new stuff is coming out tomorrow. The new stories and stuff is coming out tomorrow. Yes, we're going to play at Arthas today. The new stuff's coming out tomorrow for PC. We're not getting anything new on console until June 19th. I think, or June 9th. Somewhere in there. June 19th, I'm thinking. I know it's double digits. We're going to do the daily event today. So what are we going to do? We're going to play the USS Shuri now. We already did the Defiant, didn't we? Yes, we did that the other day. I like playing the Excelsior 2. Stanley is a pretty decent ship. I do enjoy it. Maybe the Kirk? No, I thought this ship could have been better. Although I probably could put different phasers in it too, which would make it a whole lot better. No, I played that the other day. I was just slamming. Defiant is always a badass for killing stuff. You can't get any better than a Defiant when it wants to kill stuff. Yeah, I don't like this withering thing here. This whole setup here doesn't quite work as I wished it would. The Excalibur, on the other hand, kicks butt. I'm always using the Enterprise G. Should we try it? Should we try the C? Should we try the C for this event? Yeah, let's freak now. Yeah, why not? Let's go with the C today. We're gonna go old school phasers. I don't go old school powertrain with it because I don't have one actually. I don't have a really good set powertrain for it for that kind of century nostalgia. I know I have the old TOS phasers on it, but I think it should need it because it should be like in between. My idea on that, I guess you could call it my vision of a theme build. Yeah, that's it. My vision for the theme build. Anyways, so we're doing the event today because we always have to keep doing it. 1 hour and 20. Damn it. I should have waited. Alright, now we're going to have to do something else. Because we got to wait. Alright, I can do his research and development and get that collected. Still waiting on that. That should be done in 1 hour and 20. I'm trying to get my beams up so I can get 365 degree beams. For now, we're going to switch to somebody else. And we're going to play some missions while we wait. Yes. While we wait for that hour and 20. So I'll read it off my meter when it gets an hour and 20. Then I'll go back to this character and finish off the event. Or do the event today on the Enterprise C. So, yeah, this is a Arthas. He has just about every ship there is known to man. I think I'm only missing 6. Believe it or not, I got half of that in coupons. I could probably grab all the rest of the Starfleet ships. I've been messing with Chapel. I don't like her ship. I haven't decided yet. Well, we'll do it anyways. Let's see how it does on this next mission. We are doing the... We should be doing the... No, I don't like doing that one. We should be doing the Iconian War. Yes, Blood of the Ancients.
We know that attacks from the Iconian forces are imminent. The war continues, and all of
shit.
our warriors are
Mute!
fight.
I forgot to mute. So she should be doing the Blood of the Ancients. These missions are... How do I say? Basically, it's a test for your builds. I found this out when I first started playing them, that when you get into this section, it's kind of a... basically a test to see if you can modify your build to work, because anti-proton is damaging and it can cut through your shields really quick as far as the campaign's concerned, right? It's probably a lot weaker than it used to be, but when the campaign's concerned,
The Iconians have revealed themselves. War is now inevitable. While the Iconians themselves are few in number, their heralds are numerous and formidable.
as you can see, I'm the one in the red.
The servitors we have fought before, they are far more dangerous.
I made a medic build. Yeah, that's what I did. So as I was talking about the Summer Madness this year, we got Elden Ring coming out, Shadow of the Earth Tree. If you guys play Elden Ring, it will be coming out in, what they say, about 25 days, maybe 30, because I think it's coming out on the 21st of June. Can't wait. Want to play it. Seems really difficult. Might be a lot difficult. We'll see. I got a couple characters lined up to play it.
Okay.
Hey, Paris is back.
About the weaknesses of the heralds. If we can exploit this, we can.
Help. Doesn't sound good. Sounds like a red alert.
All appears to be New Romulus. The Federation has a starbase nearby. Captain Paris, take your task force and the bulk of the fleet to New Romulus. The rest of you, report to Starbase 234. Right
Yes.
now, that starbase is all that stands between the Heralds and New Romulus. Hold the Heralds there as long as you can. Time to evacuate civilians. Prepare defenses in New Romulus.
So as I was saying, Elden Tree's coming out with a new expansion. Another expansion's coming out that got moved back to June. I think it's June or July. It would be that Destiny Crappy 2. Yeah, that's it. That will be doing another expansion. There is another coming out in June. I'm not sure what it is. But they will be starting to put stuff out. They will be talking about stuff. Let me turn that down a bit. They'll be talking about stuff for oh shit. Come on now, don't fall apart. Don't you do it. Don't you dare. Yeah, these guys aren't that easy. You have to be careful. Because like I said, they have the... well, that didn't work so well, did it? Wow, I am way zoomed in. Hold up. Something's screwed up. Okay, zoom out. And adjust it just a little. I like being close, but not too close. Alright, so this is like a medical build, but it's not really that great. I mean, I gotta remember that she's also science, so I have to start using my exotic damage, you know. I picked this ship because it was, it has that ability to shield. But you gotta sit in one place. Type deal. Okay. Works much better using my warp thing too. Ow. Fiber hurts. Ouch. Shoot. Solar gate. Gotta go. Nah, that hurts. Oh, I'm gonna die. It's gonna happen. Turn. Some of that. Good. That will help me heal. Good. Should be using our science abilities like calling extra ships and shit to distract them. Might be an idea. Alright. So, as you can see, this is a mission where a lot of people get whacked. There goes somebody. On our way, we're headed to New Romulan because this station's going down. We're leaving them behind. We left them to their doom. Anyways, moving on. So this is like a healing build. I haven't decided what ship I'm going to use for it. This one seems to be alright. Although I'm thinking about changing it to Nova or something simple. Something that has a little more oomph in the damage department. But anyways, that's on the Star Trek front. Like I said, there's going to be new games coming out for July. People are going to be setting them up. They usually come out in July, but a lot of times they... I don't know how to say this. Unless it's a really good name or a franchise, a lot of people don't play them as much because, you know, or June, because summer's coming, right? Summer's coming, there won't be so many people playing them because summer's coming, they want to be outside, getting their fresh air and stuff. Of course, I'll be doing some of that too, I'm sure. That thing's trying to run into me. It always does that. See, I just don't think it has the oomph for the end game, to be honest. It's a good little ship. And if you sit still, it's great that way. But with a science build, it's hard to sit still and actually get it to work. I mean, if you get what I mean, and I can sit here and just keep doing it. See.
Now, take out the ships headed your way.
It helps, but I have to actually move and reset. You know, so every now and then I gotta move and reset. I just can't sit still. See, the ball out tends to be like a... How do I say this? Like a protection setup. But if you move too much, it will go back. So you kind of have to sit still and use it, like deal. Like this. I don't always like it, but yeah, that's what we do. I'm going to use some of this too. Ow! Oh, this headset's going. It's gonna die, I think. Yes, that hurt. It's not a bad build. I just think it could use some help. You know. For like a healing build, I mean, I don't get hurt at all. I mean, I can heal and regenerate and all that stuff. You know. When you fight Iconians, you always have to worry about this damn thing, the Solar Blazer. Yeah. It's always a must to make sure that goes bye-bye. Because if it doesn't, it will kill you. It tends to do that. I have it set up so my exotic damage gives me healing. Or rifts and stuff. Gateways. So. Yeah, now we gotta get out on the surface. Good thing is I got the best gun in the game. So as I was saying, with the summer coming and the new games and stuff, hopefully they'll sell. Because it's one of those, if they don't sell, it's a quarter thing. Elden Tree, we already know it's going to sell. Destiny 2, I don't know. They might get fucking hostile takeover from Sony, I'm thinking. I don't think Bungie's going to be no more after this June if it doesn't sell what they're looking for projections. And sadly, I won't be putting money into it, so, you know, it is what it is. But it looks like we're going to have to get ready for a few important games that we can play this summer when we're taking a break from the outside. You know, or it's raining. Or you just don't want to hang out with the family so much. You know. Oh, you think it. But you should get out and get some sun, because if you live in cold state like me, you know, winter kind of sucks. So you need to get out and get revibrated and recharged from the cold. You know, you got to get out somewhat. Okay, run Davis with reinforcements. Do I have some?
Thank you. Now that the area is secure.
Yes, we got it. We're headed. We will fight them in the churches, on the ground. We will fight them on the beaches, on the planets, in space. Thought it was kind of cool that they gave us like a war to fight. But, I don't know. I don't care for the Iconians as much as everybody thinks. Your chapter's your chapter. If you like it, you like it. I think they're difficult to fight, but I think the chapter could use some brushing up. I mean, they redid some of the Romulan stuff, but they didn't redo some of the older stuff. And thank God I'm by the longest chapter in the game. Delta Quadrant. Oh boy. Okay. They killed the Tholians. Poor guys. I killed them last week, but that's alright. It happens. The animals are running. Well, you want some of this? And the funny thing is that one of the best guns in the game was from a cartoon of Star Trek. But I guess it's all canon now, so we're good. Lower decks. There's I don't know what she's doing. Marin's going on a rampage, trying to make a movie and get back at her mother because she's mad at her mother, and nobody's found out that her mother's the captain. Well, the crew hasn't, anyways. So she's mad at her mother, and she gets this gun, and she starts blasting through the crew and everybody that's annoyed her this week, and every time it fires like multiple beams and hits everybody. Well, that's the gun, man. I forget what it's called, but it's hilarious. But as far as being one of the better guns in the game, if you got a couple coin or a low-buy crystal, I would definitely get it. If it's not, look in your packages on console. You might see a Verdant one. I don't know who I gave it to. I know somebody's got a Verdant one. But on Xbox we have Verdant, and on I think it's PlayStation they have Cobalt. Yeah, whatever that is. I think it's like Freezer Burn. I don't know. Freezer Element, Cobalt. I have no clue. So moving on, we got to go up. But yeah, as you can see, this is one of the badass guns. You can pretty much take them on by yourself. You don't even need your crew. With this gun. It's insane. But I like having my crew. I like dressing them up. I like making them look like me, so they're not different. Funky when you have a crew that looks all mothballed. Whoa, one's Discovery, one's Odyssey, one's, you know, Star Trek Online, one's Deep Space Nine, one's... Suppose when you get them, it's kind of a random suit that they put on them, or it depends on where you get it. Like, if I get it in the Delta Quadrant, it will be a Delta suit, so it'll look like Voyager or something if they're a Starfleet. You know, I think it's just funky. So you basically have a crew that looks like a mismatch of uniforms. Ah, we gotta hold the point! Alright, people. We're here. We are now here to kick some Iconian butt. This is a 65 level character, by the way. So it's pretty tough. But like I said, there's a few things you can get in gadgets if you have them. If you don't, you can investigate in the mud market or store, or, you know, wait until an event with some good sets. For that matter, there was an event where they had Kamarki. I think it was last summer or the year before that, maybe winter. No, it was somewhere around summer, because they were getting ready for the summer event. There will be a summer event in here too. There will be a summer event in a lot of games, because it's hitting that time of year. Of course, like I said, June. They won't entice you to, you know, be here and play it, God forbid, blah, blah. But they will show you what it is, and you can come in and do your events every day for 10 minutes or so. They will also give you a ship, which means if you get the summer event done, you should be able to get a ship out of it. Then they should keep going with the reward event for the summer, for the year.
Watch out! Gateway opening to the east.
I'm good. I'm good. We got this. We got this. Have a little fire. Don't make me pull out the good boys. Don't make me pull out the big stuff. Don't make me pull out the little big stuff, little aliens. Don't make me do it. It's already open, by the way. Look, you missed it. Where do we got? Come on, they're gonna go from here. Yeah. As you can see, it kind of just murders everything. Hey, get off me, Thrall. Get! Stop me! They want to kill me because if I go down, everybody goes down. I'm here again. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. No. Da 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 da. Sorry, not good at Klingon. Singing Klingon opera. Nope. We're going in, man. Ah! The ruins are ours. When they drop a big fat herald. Or nothing. What the hell happened? Hey! Cut that out! Wait until I meet you again. Nah. So as I was saying, like the summer's coming, which will be good. We'll have a summer event for this. There should be a summer ship, usually a ricin ship. We get to dance, put on our bikinis, and go for it, and our shorts, and have a fun summer. There'll be a lot of stuff to do over at Risa: surfboards, dancing, partying, you know, chilling out, hunting for artifacts, all kinds of stuff. It's a lot of fun. And sometimes it's worth for the ship. You have to look at the console and find out. I will tell you one thing. One thing that makes my DPS build so good was Risa. And I was like, what? It's Risa. There was a ship from Risa, and you might have to find it on the mud market, that gives you the ability to arc lightning between your gravity anomalies, right? And you can get ground skills that give you gravity anomalies too, and that does the same thing. Okay, but I usually like it on my ships better than I do ground. I suppose I could do it for ground if I had the same ability on ground. But I don't think you can get it. I think you have to have one ship you have to master to get it. For the bigger creatures like this guy, he's kind of a boss. You kind of have to put some effort into it. Did he almost go off that cliff? That would have been great. I'm going to give him something else to shoot at, because he likes to go to boom, 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 and it kills a lot of people. You want to try to avoid those boom, boom things, because it hurts. Like that thing walking around there, that black thing. Yeah, you want to avoid that too. Alright. So, he's dead. Didn't take long. We need to get Sapo back up. Poor guy. He's having a bad day. Come on, Psycho! Did I get him up? No, I did not, because it picked me up. Damn it. Come on, dude, get up. We ain't got time for this. What are you, napping on the job? Okay, now there's certain ways to get in here. We have to do this thing here. Yep, we're going to find out where they went, and we're going to follow them. Sadly, things happen. It's bad. But yeah, I've been watching a few things. I suppose Cyberpunk will be... I don't think Cyberpunk's coming out with anything, but if you want to go back to Cyberpunk for the summer, a lot of you kiddos are getting out this year, getting out of jail. You know, kiddo jail, high school. Yeah, that's it. Kid jail, high school, yep. School will be letting loose this summer. So if you're an adult and you want to get Elden Tree, Shadow of the Erd Tree, I'm sure you only get to play it as long as they leave you alone enough to do it. If you're retired and live alone and play games, then you don't have to worry about it. Although I'm sure my kid will stop by to check it out. If he doesn't get it himself. As far as Destiny 2, I don't know. I kind of wouldn't want to see Bungie gone, but then again, I think it's about time they learn that they're not the fucking greatest company in the world. Maybe they need a good freaking shellacking. A hostile takeover would do that, and then if they do take over, Sony at least will do something good with that game. And yes, I may be an Xbox player, but they will do a good job with that game. Because Sony puts effort into it, where Bungie doesn't. Bungie comes up with some cockamamie plan to get more players, and it always backfires in their damn face. And then they tell us that it's all our fault, you know, because they got to do the blame game. And Sony won't put up with that. I'm sorry, but it won't happen. He is the last preserver. Not really. There's probably more.
Greetings, Black Hold.
I think it's neat that they're using Discovery, how do I say this? Using Discovery to tell that story. It was kind of an interesting story back in the day. And hopefully they'll finish it to the point where we find out what that weapon was that they always talked about. And I don't think it's really a weapon, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. Actually, I believe the last episode is this Thursday, is it not? And then what are they going to have for the summer? Is it Strange New Worlds? Let's hope. We'll have to watch it. Even if I'm in a freaking hospital bed, I'll have to watch it. I will have to watch it! And keep up on my shows! Yes. Well, in between getting some sun. I really got to get out this summer, I think. Get some sun, get a tan, you know. Like I said, this gun is kind of overpowered. But I love it because it's funny. And it's overpowered and fun to play with. You don't have to get it if you don't want to. If you think it's too easy. Oh, and my God, I get so tired of that. Anybody ready for this? I'm ready for this. I'll explain it, okay? I'm so tired of hearing a player go, oh, you gotta get good. Now I'm gonna buy the stupidest gun that does the less damage. And, take all my armor off and try to finish the game by giving me the most challenge whatsoever for the game. And I'm going to drive myself mad trying to beat it. You know, all that fun stuff. Speedrun it. I'm going to use stuff that hurts me instead of helps me. You know, I'm going to put on acid so that way it can burn through me while I'm trying to kill the boss. You know, all that fun stuff. Look, I don't know where gaming got so retarded, or handy-capable, I guess, or gamers got to the point where they had to challenge themselves more. But if you have to run around hoops to build a build, get the wrong armor, make yourself fat or overweight, you know, dump the shield up, and fight a boss for 2.5 hours trying to kill it, then by all means, you have fun doing that. She killed him! She's so rude! But I'm serious. By all means, have fun doing it, right? Scan the Preserver! You notice his health bar is actually full. Oh, it's terrible. How are we going to save the others? Ah! They killed the Preserver. It was just so wrong. So anyways, as I was saying, if you feel like challenging yourself to the point of nuttiness, you go ahead. I will play the game as it should be played, and enjoy it for what it is. I don't need to challenge myself and make myself better than everybody else and have a egotistical meltdown. Yeah, enjoy that. Do it very well. You all need therapy when you get older, you know? Because at some point in life, you're going to find out you're not invincible. When that happens, enjoy it.
More Herald ships. These guys just won't give up.
Because I will tell you this, and I'm going to tell it just once. There may be somebody out better than you. You may be better than them. You may think you're better than them. You may think you're the only one that plays this game and you're the best at it. But I'll let you in on a little secret. There's a lot of people that play this game, right? Yeah. Am I the only one that can pull out the major damage? Nope. Am I the only one that can play this game and never have an issue? Nope. Am I the best player of this game and better than everybody else? Nope. So all you that have that ego on any game, remember that word, nope. And all you new people trying to play this game or that game or Elden Ring or whatever, right? Elden Ring is very challenging. Don't give up. Alright? And I'll tell you this for a reason. I first played a Dark Souls game. My son handed it to me and said, Dad, you gotta play this. And I was at the tower or castle in Dark Souls 3 for better part of a week before I realized I didn't have to kill everything. Because I kept running out of my potions and couldn't make it by the boss. And then I realized that if I did a certain thing to the boss after I practiced, that I could get by him a little faster. Also added to my weapons and made them pluses and all that. But to be honest, it was aggravating. It was annoying. I guess you could say it was aggravating, angry making and stuff. I almost gave up on it. I almost said the hell with it. I ain't doing it. But I didn't. There was something about the game that was just cool. I think it was the fact that it was challenging, and so on and so forth. But it wasn't just that. It's like Elden Ring. Elden Ring is fascinating setting. It's interesting monsters. It has monsters that learn the way you fight, which is great. I like that fact in the game. I do. But I like the fact of you having a chance to kill them. Okay? That's the thing that gets me. Okay? In Elden Ring, the game will overcome and adapt to you as you overcome and adapt to it. Okay? So you're basically playing a chess game. It's a constant struggle to see who's going to beat what. Right? Whether the game's going to kick your ass or you're going to kick it. And I will tell you one thing. In any Souls game, software game, or any game that, you know, is made by Elden Ring, or the Elden Ring company, which is software, right? I will tell you one thing, and that one thing is this, okay? When you get them down to a sliver on that health bar, hold on to your ass, back up, protect yourself, run like hell if you have to. Because they are going to try to kill you in that instant with everything they got. Okay? To teach you not to leave them at that sliver left. And I think that's exactly what it is. It's like the game has it built in. When they get to that point, you're dead. Which is good. It makes it challenging. The game is challenging. I will give you that. It always has been. It's never going to be easy. And I would think if it is, then you have mastered it or worked at it or learned how to use the numbers. And that's good. Okay? Because if you're new to it, that is great. That means you actually learn from it. And it does give you that sense of, I learned from it. Yes! You know. You learn from all the mistakes and deaths you did, you know, or got. And that's what it does. It gives you that congratulations by showing you can do it. You know. Or you have that, geez, it took me forever, but I got it, you know. So don't give up on it. That's just the way it is. It's not your fault. It's the way they made it. But I will tell you this. You have a chance to win. All you have to do is learn how to play a little different. Use this, use that. Level up. Make sure you level up your weapons, things like that. If that doesn't work, you can always, I know, everybody's like, ah! You can always check a video to get a little help if you want to. That is easy and it's cheating. You know what? Fuck those people. I mean, seriously, I don't give a crap who they are. Because I'll tell you this, and I'll only tell you this once. There's always going to be somebody out there that has to whine to take himself feel better. Okay? Don't do it. Don't do it to others. Don't do it to yourself. Just don't bother with it. Because you will play how you do. You will enjoy it how you do. You will play with friends how you do. Yes, because you can play with friends in Elden Rings. You can actually have fun and get help in Elden Ring. I have done it. I don't mind doing it. I think it's fun to help others or play with others when you're on a boss fight, because they might show you things that you didn't know, which will help you learn. Okay? Sometimes it's an NPC that will help you fight because you did something right in the quest line. That will help too. Or sometimes you can just go in there and kick their, and toot your own horn, and, you're good. You can play that way too. But the thing is when you play that way, stop telling everybody else they suck just because you're better. Because one, you will find that in life, things doesn't always go your way, and it never will. And if you don't get that in your head now, it's going to hurt later down the road. Hell, look at me. I just got my health better. I was doing great. Quit smoking, quit drinking, quit all this stuff. And I've got 2 tumors. All because I went in for a cold at the doctor's office, right? Or gastritis, something simple like a cold anyways. So life will kick you sometimes, and you have to move on with it. You just can't, I never did get the stabilizer or anything thing, so I'll have to figure that one out. Life's going to kick you sometimes, put you down. You're just going to have to overcome it. And you can't do that if you're too busy whining or crying, or, you know what I mean? You got to kind of overcome it. You just got to. If you want to carry on in life, you got to keep moving. Forward rotation, movement. Giving up, I suppose if you want that as an option, you can. But I don't. I don't fucking have it in my inventory. My body just doesn't say that. It says keep going. Maybe I don't have an off switch. Maybe that's what it is. It's stuck. It's stuck. That's it. It is. The off switch is stuck. And don't let people put you down. That's a way to start. Anybody who puts you down has a reason why they have to do it. Okay, they whatever that reason is, it has nothing to do with you. And if they can't accept the way you are, then they don't need to accept the way you are. Girlfriend, friend, best friend, whatever. See ya. If you feel that, how do I say this? You are tired of something, and you've been tired of it for 9 years, and the company sucks or whatever, and you know, don't be mean to your friends. I wasn't mean to them. I mean, they think I was, but I wasn't. I had to go. I had to be done with it. That was just the way it had to be. We're going to do another mission here. Fuck it. We're going to do more. I had to be done with something that was hurting me and making me feel bad and you know, that kind of stuff. A lot of people don't realize that if you have something that makes your well-being crap, don't do it. You're just wasting your time. You're just wasting it. Because it will make you feel worse and worse and more, and you'll be more depressed, and you get my point. It's just terrible. Don't do it. That goes for those people that bring you down. Don't do that either. Because I'll tell you what. You don't have to be the best player of Elden Ring, Star Trek, Destiny. The hell is it? And I know you're all like, well, I have to be perfect. No, that's a condition, and you need to go to see a therapist. Yeah, that's not a no. Because when it comes to playing games, this used to be an escape. It used to be fun. It used to be something you did so you wouldn't be depressed. Now everybody makes it more depressing. I mean, think about it. The trailer for Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed come out. Now, Assassin's Creed Shadows is coming out in November. Before anybody opens their mouth, you need to stop right now. Okay? The game is set in Japan, and it looks wonderful. There's a Japanese woman who's playing a shinobi. And there's a black guy who's been in every anime, every story. He's basically what they call the Afro Samurai, okay? You might as well just say it. Okay, and I know that's racist, but to be honest, it's the best anime and most colored people like it. Or African Americans like it. Because it is Afro Samurai, right? Really good anime. Great storytelling. Awesome fight scenes. And all that. Well, they're taking and making a samurai who's black. And I don't know if Japan's liking it or not liking it or but I don't think it really matters.
Normally, I'm the security chief and second officer on the USS Kirk, but I'm looking forward to it too. I don't.
Okay? Now, with that said, right?
I'm kind of. It's good to get it.
With that said, it's racist, it's this, it's that, da 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 da, and this goes on for like an hour and a half. Okay? I don't know what that has, but it has something to do with Star Trek. But they're all going back and forth on this. Now, here's the thing: if you want to buy a game because of conflict or some kind of drama, then you go right ahead and buy that game. Okay? That's up to you. You want to spend your money because it's drama and everything else, and there's a whole drama story on it. So do it, right? Buy it for that. Whatever. I mean, to be honest, I bought a really good game because there was so much attention drawn to it. And it was an old idea, old story, good books. But they were mad about the author not liking it, whatever. You all know what the conflict was. So I bought the game, and I played it. It was fucking the bomb as far as that genre or Harry Potter's considered. It was the bomb. Okay? If you like the books, you like the movies, it was great to play that game. It was perfect. Okay? It was Harry Potter. So, with that said, I bought it because of the drama. But it was a really fun game as far as the Harry Potter setting. And I don't mind putting it or downloading it again to play it again and have fun on it. If they put a new DLC to it, that would be great too.
I hope you're all ready to do the best flying you've ever done, because that's what we're going to need to complete.
It was nice to run around in an open world, fly around on a griffin, fly around on a broom, and actually play Harry Potter. It was great. And for those of you that didn't like it, kiss off. You know, that's been around since most of us were kids, and we enjoyed it. And that's the God's honest truth. Whatever you think of the author or the person, I don't care. Because I know a lot of authors that have opinions. And they're allowed to have opinions. Because just because they write books and they're famous, don't mean they're your fucking kickstand to kick on when you don't like what they say. Well, too bad. Get over it. Wah-ha, boo-hoo. You know, sign it up. Get a thicker skin, whatever the hell you want to call it. Just do it, because you're going to need it. Anyways, so I'm hoping I'll get Elden Ring and get to play it. If I do get it and don't get to play it for a while, then when I get better, I'll get to play it. And when I do, you're all going to be on watching it. Because it looks really good. I like the way it looks. Oh, I hate this. You have to match the values in green when it hits. Oh, shit. Wait again. I'm waiting on this one here. You bitch! Oi! I have to do it all over. There, that one's locked. Oh, you son of a god darn it. I hate it when it does this. Okay, 5, 6. I'll just wait on one and do the first one. Now. 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 Execute override. Here.
The security perimeter
Okay, here's the good. How would you rate your pilot?
I'm gonna go easy, just because I don't think this ship is that great on navigation. Yeah, a few ships really suck at navigation, even though they're small.
Try to stick to the path I've outlined.
But you do get a good console to use it here. And make sure you try to hit all the rings, right? Because it will help you get, you know, whatever. I don't know. So whatever's at the end. I just know it's neat to hit all the rings. Try to hit all 32. You don't have to, because I miss a few too. That either means I'm getting too far ahead or something. Don't care. But if I was you, I'd take a smaller ship, because the bigger the ship, the harder it is to drive through this. If that makes any sense. Also, slow down in your corners if you have to.
Not sure what that means. Is it some kind of an alpha quadrant thing?
Kinda. I'll explain it later, Ferrex.
Fire your proton packs, kids. The next turn is a tight one.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass, but you got to get there before the timer runs out, so try to do that without freaking wrecking the rings. You can miss a few. It's not a big deal. You don't have to get them all. This is on easy too. If you put it on hard and want to do it, go ahead, have at it. But like I said, you want something that's mobile and can move really good.
More chances of being spotted.
Race you.
So sometimes the smaller or medium ships are great for that.
Fire in the hole.
Big ships, not so much. The Connie's actually pretty slow at cornering. I do love the Connie, but yeah, it's got a hell of a corner. Take your ship, and if you want to check the maneuverability, right?
This reminds me of flying.
Try turning around in a circle and see how long it takes. Your inertia is the one that tells you how bad it is. The worse the inertia, the less you can move fast, side to right, left to right.
Weston,
All right,
No comment.
fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be a bumpy night.
bumpy ride. He's good. I'm sorry, I like Tom, but he is way off base all the time when it comes to 80 Saiyans. I always thought that was funny.
Whoa, Earl. Watch the paint job there, Tiger.
Don't be a rear seat pilot.
Don't be a rear seat driver.
Backseat driver.
Taxi driver, rear seat pilot.
Sir.
Aero patrol up ahead.
Oh
Take 'em
shit,
out before
shit,
they can warn the others.
shit. I'm trying. I gotta make the circles. Come on! Fiber! Okay, as I was saying, I got cruising. Sweet, 32 circles. Nice. I've never done that. That was one of the few times I've done that. I think I did it one. No, I didn't, because it wouldn't have showed up if it was I'd already done it. So that's cool. I got that done. That was pretty good. That was pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I got that done. That was fine. See, you never know. You always can get better at a game just by playing it. You don't have to go crazy. And if you get lost on something, you can always look it up on YouTube. And if you do, well, that's too easy. You're such a weakling. Well, here's the thing. I don't sit home, piss in a jar, and live in my mother's basement so I can be the best gamer in the world on Star Trek. I actually get out and do things like go shopping for food, other things, Just saying. Flirt with the neighbors, play with my cat. Jeez. So, that being said, and if you want to get good at the game and live at home and, whatever, do that.
My team
There's no sense in judging anybody. Enjoy your life the way it is. And if you enjoy it, then so be it. Do I want people to change? Yes. Do I want them to better themselves? You sure. Okay, but that doesn't mean you're going to. It doesn't mean you have to. I mean, hell, I accepted my condition and retired. Had to. Just get angry a little too much. Didn't work well in the workplace. Now I kind of sit back and enjoy myself and retire. It is what it is.
fell back here to grip. The bridge crew has sealed off. Now that you and your team are here, we can clear out the remaining heralds.
Oh, and that's another thing. Well, you do this. Yep, I do. I live this way. It's the way I like to live. Too bad. Suck it up. Get over it. Get a thicker skin. Because I don't care what you think. If I did, well, then I'd give a shit. And then you're all like, well, why don't you care? Well, I don't care if you watch my videos or not. That's up to you. It's your choice. Okay? It ain't going to hurt me one way or another. Right? Like the other day I said, YouTube demonetized my channel. My channel was never monetized to begin with. Right? So the question is, did it really hurt? Might have hurt my feelings. I felt bad. I don't think so, but, you know, I'll try later. I get why they did it. They had to do it. It was part of the company policy, and I broke the limit. Okay, so there's one video that I probably lost on Fallout because it was playing a copyrighted song. And I didn't know there was any Fallout copyrighted songs. I figured they were pretty easy. That's why they picked them. And you're all like, why? What? Well, think about it. Their setting is that the nuclear war happened around the 1950s or 1990 or 2099. But the world didn't evolve because it was too busy at war making nuclear weapons, right? That's basically the story plot of Fallout. Okay? Because it went to the atomic age and it never passed it. Which could have happened. I don't put it past anybody. It could have happened. We could have, you know. But in doing so, what happened is when our world hit the atomic age, right? When our world hit the atomic age, when our time frame, this is what changes it from ours, is we realized how much damage such and such weapons could do. So we also realized that what it could do to us if it went the opposite direction. So we decided to focus on technology, and we didn't go to war at the time because, you know what I mean? War didn't start. Now, well, you know, everything's tense around the world. But then again, I've seen it this tense before. I know. And they're like, well, America sucks and this is that. And you know what? If you don't like America, don't live here. Move. Because there's a lot of people out there in the world that would love to be here, getting the opportunities you got.
The Heralds are going to notice one of their patrols is missing. Let's move.
Because they don't have it. We love to bitch and say we need this better and that better and this and that, but the thing is you don't understand, because you've never left here, what it's like to live in a third world country where somebody hates you because of your skin color, your hair color, your sex, your gender, your this, your that, and they don't, you know, I hate you, throw shale and spit at you and what else, make fun of you and all this shit. They fucking bury you in a hole. Right? That's how they get rid of the people they don't like. In third world countries that are asinine. Okay, it's going on right now in areas like the Ukraine. The Russia doesn't like their decisions, so it came over to kick their ass. Right? Israel, same thing. And this has been going on for years. The difference is they don't all have cell phones to show you so you can feel sympathetic. But here's the thing I learned, and I learned it many a times working for the military and being in other countries, is that you can try to change them, but they ain't going to change unless you do, unless they want to. And that goes for the countries, the governments, the way they live, the way they are. This will go on again 100 years from now, 50 years from now, you know what I mean, 200 years from now. My grandmother was watching issues with Israel and Hamas, okay, back when she was, you know, back right after World War II, I believe. So that tells you how long ago it was.
In case something happened.
We're
And she's been dead for what, 20 years now?
Dad, I know.
But you all think this is a new thing.
I have to do this.
Goombas.
You know what will happen if the solar neck lose everything.
And the Ukraine? This ain't the first time they fought Russia. This is like the third time they've done it.
But I know when I'm beat. All right, people, you heard her. We're going in hot. Cover Morale's ship so she can finish this. We are Delta Flight, and we will not be stopped.
That's right. We're a Delta Flight and we will not be stopped.
Weston, you're up.
Yeah, we're Western.
On it.
Basic maneuvers. Pattern, Paris, Delta 2.
Yep. Andrew! Oh.
We can't do this without Weston.
I can do it. Andrew gave me a backup copy of his algorithm in case something happened.
We're falling back.
Dad, I know you mean well.
Brother, have to do this.
You have to do this. You know what will happen if the solar
She's
neck
stubborn.
lose everything.
Okay, Morale. You can be almost as stubborn as your mother, but I know when I'm beat. All right, people, you heard her. We're going in hot. Cover Morale's ship so she can finish this.
Alright, let's do it.
We are Delta Flight, and we will not be stopped.
Didn't he say that earlier? No, I hope we're not going to go through that again. Alright, good. We got stuff to do. We're going to mess up this big fat head right here. We're going to take out the solar gate. And then we're going to keep banging on that. How we looking? What's the health on it? 72. It's almost time to go. Come on, go play in your hole wherever you're going. Let's get with it. Here, eat some of that. There's some cascading stuff. Alright, now we're going to go pick up some stuff. Alright, Shield Boy, we're going over here. I'm going to go break a node or two. I'm going to bust this node and break that shield thing. There we go, that's one.
Attack the dreadnought.
Oh, we got two already, good. Fiver! Okay. My ball back. We'll hit it with something bigger. And we're going to take some of that and some of this. And yes, I may be overpowered with console, but you know what? It's fun! And if you don't like it, I don't care! You're not supposed to like it! If you want to learn how to do it, by all means, like I said, there is a Ryzen ship that gives you the power to make your gravitation anomalies like Gravity Well, Tychon's Rift,
Take out the dreadnought and finish this.
and let's go get it. Come on, hurry up. And it will basically give you a DPS build, so to speak, no matter what you do. It will be your backup build in case you're going to get your butt kicked, right? Whatever the build is, this is a common thing that most people do. Or some of them do anyways. I don't know if all of them do it. Because you're going to hear them tell you, oh, you need to do this instead. Go ahead, whatever. I took a Ryzen ship, and I'll show you the ship when I get back. I'll do it before I leave today. I got this ship on a Ryzen summer thing. It was my first summer event, I believe. And I was like, this ship kind of sucks. Because as a ship, it does suck. I mean, I suppose you could do a lot of work to it. But Ryzen ships are more for luxury than they are combat, if that makes any sense. Or sitting back and being support than they are combat. Ouch! See, I should have put my shield up. Yep. It's okay, it happens more than once. That's why I said I think I need a different ship for her. Use this as a secondary ship in case I want to play around and support people while they're doing TFOs. Because it's basically good for that, but it's not good for freaking pounding on big objects by yourself. I don't think. I love the Miracle Worker build. I think it's great, but it's not always the best. And it has a really good secondary console for the saucer saturation thing. And it's a real good build. It basically gives you a shield while you're separated, right? And if anybody's in that shield, it works for him. Okay? So if anybody's in the shield, everybody that's in the group can be shielded by it. It's a heck of a build. Good concept. But it kind of sucks when everybody doesn't stay in that shield. Well, like I said, I'm working on a healing build, which is good, but I think I need something that does more in the ship department. Yeah. Now, if you have a problem with a big ship not maneuvering, the console they give you from this mission works really good for that. I know a lot of people are like, well, you need the ARCs. Okay, first off, the ARC, and I'll show you in a minute what you're talking about. This gives you piloting, but this engineered polaritic modulator helps with your maneuverability. Okay? Alright. Yes, we'll get to the house peg in a minute. I ain't ready to do that one yet. This is kind of a pain in the butt. This console, like I said, gives you maneuverability, and a lot of times they're like, well, then the RCS does it too, which it does. But where's the console? Let me just read it here for a minute. Do I have any errors? No, I do not. Ooh, I didn't know she didn't have any. We should make one for her. It does plus 5 to inert, plus 12 to flight speed, plus 20 to flight turn rate, 100 slipstream turn rate, which is fine. 7.5 your weapon power to your engine power as bonus power. Right? Only when you're in slipstream space. Don't worry about it because it just takes away from your weapons. But the plus 5 to inertia makes it sure your ship can turn faster and then less of an arc. Right? A ship arc. Okay? So it turns faster with the plus inertia. And that's the thing that a lot of people mess up. Okay? Flight speed is not inertia. Alright? You got that clear. Flight speed is not inertia. Okay? Flight speed is how fast your ship goes. Inertia is how fast your ship turns. Right? Yeah, okay. As long as you got that figured out. Alright, now that's your first lesson in Star Trek Online. Inertia makes your ship move and turn faster. It will fly faster with flight speed, but it will not turn faster. Okay? It will with inertia. Okay? This is why a lot of people overlook that console because it's flight speed and inertia. Well, inertia is better than flight speed actually on some ships because you need to turn faster. If the ship is huge, you don't need it. It's a console you can set aside and don't worry about it because your inertia is so big that plus 5 won't do crap to it. Right? That's why I don't like big ships. Because I hate taking forever to turn a corner or turn around in the circle, come back around and attack your victim after you pass them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then again, big ships really should sit still and fight instead of turning or anything. Right? Yeah, big ships are not something to... Well, anyways, I was going to show you what that ship was. I'll show you what that ship is. And I know it's expensive at Muds. Don't have to tell me. I already know. But if you do get a ship coupon, and you can see it, like on a Rise Day or Summer Day or something, then you might be able to get it. They might actually put it in the menu at some point. If they don't, then buy it from Muds Market if you want to do this build. My builds always have a secondary AoE or DPS element to them. And it's always an easy one because it's easier to set. Okay? A lot of times they'll tell you got to have this power, this power, this power, and this power in order to set up the builds so you can have that big long train on the PC of all your bonuses, bops, and everything else, right? Which is fine. If you want to sit there and mess around with your skills all day and make that bop bigger and bigger in that whole line, by all means, do it. If you got it set to automated so when you fire it does it, right? That's fine too. Sometimes on PC it doesn't work quite that way. Or Xbox, I should say. Because you have a hard time getting to all those skills to do that. Okay, the radio dial memo is not the fastest. And we don't have a... You see what I'm saying? You got to do this, 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 and this. And then you got to go over here and do this, 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 and this. And then you got to go over here and do this, this, and this. Right? All while you're trying to fire at the ship that's right in front of you. With about 13 others blasting away at you. So you kind of get the difference in PC and console. Right? Now, everybody thinks PC is better. Okay? Well, if you play PC, by all means, have fun with it. A lot of us don't. Some of us are retired from PC. Because it goes to your head. And what I mean by that is this. Alright? Before anybody starts screaming. I don't care if you're a PC player. If you enjoy it, by all means enjoy it. But a PC player is worried about how good his graphics card is, how much internet he's getting in, what the lag is, what this is, what that is, and then you wonder why they're so anal. That's why. Okay, this little ship here is called the Ryzen Science Vessel. Alright? And I found that if you get the Ryzen Science Vessel, you don't have to use it as a ship. I'm just saying that you get this little perk. Okay? This little, perk here, or trait. Okay? Now, Electrified Anomaly trait works great. 2.6 electrical damage ignores shield each second to foe 5 kilometers of the anomaly. 7.5 of all power level to allies within 5 kilometers of anomaly, which means it keeps giving me power while I'm sitting there in the anomaly range. It also heals. If you notice the little green numbers, that's what it's doing, is healing me. Because I have another mastery trait on that helps it heal while it does it, which is great. Okay? And I have it on every ship. Every freaking ship. You know what I mean? That's like the best key clue you have to have. What the hell did they do to that trait? Where is it? The trait's gone. Where'd it go? Oh, server's not responding. So you get what I'm saying, that you see what I do to make that ship better, and I use traits and spells. Or I should say science and stuff. Because of course they'll flip out because I said spells. I play fantasy games along with reality games. So, And technically Star Trek isn't a reality game, it's a fantasy game. It's a science fiction fantasy. So you can be technical all you want with Star Trek, but yeah, do as you wish. That's your choice. Now, I love the Harvard because of what it does with the circle thing. It's great. But as far as taking on a lot of enemies, it will get pummeled a lot unless you're using your science abilities a lot more, and you have to use them a lot more. I should upgrade it, which would help, but I think I'm just going to switch to a different ship. Yeah, no more coffee to you. And what I'm going to switch to is either this. I should do that because that's got a hell of a torpedo thing to it. I'll do that later. I'm going to switch to this, which is called the John Hopkins. It's actually a pretty decent carrier. Or I could go to the Vancouver. We could go Voyager nuts. I do like Voyager. Voyager is fun to play with. I think it needs to be rebuilt though. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Could go back to that. I think I'm going to go with John Hopkins. I actually like the carrier. It's pretty decent. There. Okay, as you set your setups, you can set it so you can automatic set it. The thing with the John Hopkins is there's one thing that doesn't work on this, I don't think. Or it does. Is it that? Yeah, that works. Doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, that will launch 4 tactical fighter squadrons to harass foes. I'm assuming that's what these are. Nope, maybe they're not tactical fighters. Type 7s are kind of better, but the tacticals will do a torpedo spread. Anyway, so I'm moving on to this ship to do the missions. How many more minutes we got before the event? Maybe we can do one more mission for that. Well, there's some missions that in the story plots are pretty hard to do, and you can only do them with a ship that can take the beating. Hence why your ships move up in stages. Like, you're not going to start out with a T1 ship and try to finish the whole damn game with it. If you are, more power to you. You know what I mean? You're eventually going to have to get your ship and grow and find a better one. Up to T5 at least. I can beat all of this with a T5. I've done it. So it's not like it can't be done. There's actually a couple builds you can do without ever grabbing anything from the stores, people, the Zen store, and all that. You can actually build 3 builds by playing this mission here. No, not that one. It's this one. 6 times, and then this mission down here. And nope, I think it's this one. No, it's not that one either. It's on the next one, or the one above. Nope, it's not that one either. Is it New Frontier, maybe? Yeah, it's New Frontier. You want to play that one and this one about 3 times or 4 times. And you want to play that one up there, Sunrise, about 3 or 4 times. If you're going to play Starfleet, there's a bunch of phasers that come from the rewards. You want to get them all and put them in your ship. And your T5 ship will basically do everything, even advanced. I know, because that's what I started out with. Worked great too. Now I have T6 ships and bigger weapons, and I can build my own weapons, and it makes it a lot easier. So we are ready with John Hopkins. We're going to go do one more mission, I believe. I don't think it's going to be short, but we can do it before we have to do the event. Yes. Didn't transport to it. Bad. Bad. Let's do it for the 5th time. Same mistake over and over again. Good. But like I said, there's a lot of people that play consoles because they do. There's a lot of people that play PCs because they do. And a lot of people play PlayStation. Sadly, not a lot of the games are crossplay, which kind of sucks. Like, my nephews and stuff play PlayStation, Fallout 76. But you can't crossplay with Xbox, right? Now, this is where I think the concept of Microsoft is changing because they want to be able to crossplay everything. That's their plan in the future, is to make all games crossplay that comes out of their place. You know what I mean? Which would be great if they could get Bethesda to do it, because Bethesda hasn't figured out how to do it. And there's a few games that know how to do it really well, but they ain't giving it away to anybody else on how to do it. And not everybody wants to play with PC players and PlayStation players and everything else. Sometimes it kind of sucks.
Your reputation, if you do not know.
Lead the way. Let's go. This is kind of a difficult mission. It's mainly a sneaky mission, but it's a real difficult mission because you have to be the Herald, I believe. I think this is the one. Yes. Or you have to run from a Herald, I should say. Alright, buddy. You gotta talk to him and he talks to his target.
Our scientists. This is our mission.
Alright. Blair, I think this is supposed to be sisters, Klingon sisters, and I think they're supposed to take the place of the dead Klingon sisters.
Why? Don't worry, Travana. It's yes, but well, you're right.
I disagree.
Klingons. Which is funny because I actually have 2 Klingon characters. God, I gotta get Katinga D7. One of the few ships of fucking the Klingon Empire that was cool. There's actually quite a lot of ships of Klingon Empire that are cool. I always loved the Bird of Prey because it could fucking basically float in the atmosphere and just blast somebody out of fucking existence. Not to mention they used it in what was it, Voyage Home? Was it the Voyage Home? I think. The one with the whales was very interesting Star Trek. I love that Star Trek. Because it helped the whales. Because it was, the topic was brought up. And helped people want to fund the whales.
Once we have an army.
Okay. Now, I always kind of get annoyed by missions like this because you have to sneak, and the thing is you barely ever get caught, or they'll make it so your machine will get busted and you'll have to fix it and get caught, and Which, don't get me wrong, I mean, it's fine. All the newer ships tend to have cloak anyways. The Federation has as much cloak as the Klingons do these days. Yeah, you just keep going to 16 kilometers. Alright, now we're going to beam down to the planet because we're being sneaky. But like I said, it's a simple... how do I say this? Sometimes your tongue gets tied to that. It's a simple way of doing things, I guess. But like I said, it's going to be fun. June's coming up. We're going to keep doing our Tholian Trouble until June 4th, and then they'll give us another mission to do. A red alert or something until we get the other one on June 19th, which will be the new story mission with Denise Crosby in it, which will be great for us console players, because you guys are going to get it tomorrow. Yeah. Some good rewards I hear too, so... Hey, what's up, buddy?
This was true, but now that we are... Because
Alright. And the big secret is revealed that the Klingons had hiding.
Remir to Hague. We are ready for him.
We are ready for him. Kalis! It's Kalis. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Where are we going? Kapla!
There is always
It's the clone of Kalis that Worf found. Yes, that's it. It's the clone of Kalis that Worf found. Got it.
We're right behind you.
You got it. I got my big blaster. Where's that? Cha-cha-cha! You miss me, you kiss me, you know you wanna kiss me. Na 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 na. Okay, we gotta go that way. You guys coming? Or are we gonna have to turn? Alright, we're going this way. See ya. We gotta go, man.
Sensors are picking up a different Omega generator.
Yeah, it's over this way.
This one.
Alright, you handle that one. We're going this way. We got this. Oh, look, it's floaty. No, no, you don't. You get me caught in that stuff. Nope, nope. Here, eat this. Have that. Oh, I got caught. Damn it. Back off. Have a freaking Borg beam. It's matter everywhere you go, it goes to you because I target you. That's why I like the Borg beam better than the engineering beam. Because that trait right there, the Borg beam, it follows them. It goes wherever the hell you target. So as long as you keep your target on him, it keeps going that way. He's got a staff. He's got a chew toy. Look. He's got a chew toy. Target Ride's got a chew toy. Now, you have to do this a lot during the event, the 14th annual, to get Omega Particles. This is like a training exercise for it. Now, I could usually come up, I don't know how I'm going to do it this time, but usually I can, on a training particle on an event, I can do like 500-600 points, no problem. No, plant the exos. Because you got to get used to doing it because you have to, you have to get in practice in the summer if you want to get these technical things.
Our charges are set. We will meet with you in the hallway ahead.
14. I think they don't do it in the summer, but they do it on the 14th anniversary. I got a whole bunch doing it right. There we go. This is the way. Wherever the bad guys are is where you're going. So yeah, the 14th annual event, which is, a lot of people were complaining about the package, but the package wasn't too bad. There were actually some pretty good ships in it. The thing they were more mad about was the Romulan ship you got because it was old. And to be honest, I don't play my Romulan much, but it wasn't too bad for a ship. Wouldn't say it was perfect, but you know. I think it comes from the first Star Trek. And they shrunk it down because it's supposed to be a lot bigger. The first Star Trek movie that wasn't a TOS or Next Generation movie. The Calvin timeline is what they call it.
We got some information. Fortune. Cat. Yes, sir.
I wonder where they come up with this catchy stuff. Okay, we gotta go that way. Right. Because the whole reason why they call it the Calvin timeline is because the first ship killed in the first movie of the Calvin timeline is called the Calvin. The USS Calvin. And Kirk's father was on it, and he committed, crash course Star Trek flying? Yeah, that's it. And unfortunately, it doesn't phase the ship.
Access a visualization node located in the last Omega generator.
Now, the thing that gets me is it doesn't even look like this ship. I think it looks close to the ship, but it's not the ship. Because one, it should be way bigger than it is, right? But then again, I get the point because that ship was huge. If you see the Calvin timeline, right? And I'll show you what I mean.
An Iconian case. The war. This is not.
Who am I?
I could have been wrong, but I've never seen the ship that is the Romulan Calvin Prelator vessel, right? Because that's what they call it. I know what they made in the year, but I don't think it's a ship, to be honest. I'll show you in a minute. Ricola! Every time he's singing the song, all I can think is that Ricola commercial. Ricola! I know. I'm not a serious fan like the rest of you. I'm not crazy like that. Ricola! Ricola!
Face me, creature.
Ricola!
Honorable combat.
Too funny.
I am Kalis, the Arthas.
We need the Ricola! Because we're Klingons and we have gravelly voices.
An emperor of the Klingons. In my hand is the sword of Kalis, first of its kind.
Yes, and you can get that if you're a Klingon. It's awesome. It's a really good weapon.
Such as yourself. After
Not that melee weapons are really great in this game, but that's a pretty good one for getting it for free and it's gold. And I think it's cheesy And I'll tell you why. Because any melee weapon you do in next Starfleet, they give you blue weapons. You do like one whole chapter in Klingons, and it's, trust me, it's like the third chapter in, so you're only like level 20, and you get that legendary weapon that travels to your level. It's not level set, it goes by your level. Like, as you get leveled up, damage goes up. Like this weapon I'm holding now. See how it has a little circle, Infinite 8, is what we call it, the Infinite symbol? And I always thought it was funny because that's an Infinite symbol, but it looks like an 8. So who came up with that? Really? You know, it's like that guy who does that little tag or plastic thing on the end of your shoelace. You know what I mean? Whoever come up with that, man, made a lot of money. Right. It's ingenious. Hold your shoelace together so it doesn't fray. It's great. You got some more? You want some more of this? Some more of my blaster. I still think they nerfed this. It used to be a lot better, but they nerfed it. Because the thing is it does flank damage, like a lot of it. Okay, well you know how do we do it? Yeah, I'm listening. Come over here. I'm listening some more. Alright, we gotta activate the reactor. Then we might be able to injure it so we can help Kalis. Now we're gonna have to sneak over and do this one. Because we're supposed to be sneaking, so you better duck down. We're gonna duck. We're gonna be real quiet like. Can't reach the console if I duck. Get off the console, woman! Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I can't say that. Sorry. Now we gotta aim it at the dude. Let him have it. Come on. I aimed the beam. Oh. Fire! Would you stop messing up the thing? Alright, I aimed it. It's firing. Damn! Eat that! How'd you like it?
The honorable warrior will always prevail.
Demon. Dare strike a god.
You are no god yet, and your tyranny ends now.
Yeah. Arm part of his horn. Sucker. Oh no! They got Kalis! No, man! You want some of this? We ran with the tail between our legs.
Lost Kalis, and we were unable to stop the true.
Really? Let's go! Always launch your fighters with a carrier, don't be foolish. And then attack! I always set my carrier vehicles on automatic because when they die, it will bring more out. Like when there's no more, it will start spawning them again when it has time to do it. So it's really good for that aspect. Okay, data transmission. What am I gonna do? Oh, when's it? Why is it not letting me transport it? there it is. It's right there.
Itonian gateways. It's an ambush.
Fire! Resume transmission. Never helps. Always helps when you got a plasma tornado in your backpack. As long as they stay near the plasma tornado and this thing inside that octagon, they will keep dying. Yes, I found the perfect go-between. So it works great on console. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it definitely works well for playing the missions. And unfortunately, you have to have 2 legendary ships to get it complete. And one's a box ship, lockbox ship, unfortunately. So,
but celebrate his life. He was a clone, but he found honor in this life. Now I trust he will find Stovercore to
okay, point blank shot, up close and personal, the best defense starship trait.
His sacrifice will lead our way to victory.
I'm going to take point blank shot this time. I've never had that before, I don't think.
Voyager went to Crinum space.
Okay, we're not going to Clement to get smog, but you definitely need smog. Smog is very important. We're not going to do that because we have to do the event, and I'm going to kick back and switch the character over. I've been playing Pichu, but we're going to do the event, and then I'm going to have dinner. And, you know, I got to feed the belly. I have to feed the belly. I don't feed the belly, I die. We got to feed and eat the dinner. So you'll have to feed the belly. That's the most important thing. To feed the belly. So if you're out there living alone, don't forget to eat. Do it regularly when you need to. And for all you ladies out there, men like curves. They don't like stick figures. Eat. Alright. Yeah, I might get that. No, eat. Don't care what you might. Think you ought to. Do what you're told. Goes for all you out there. Alright, now we're going to switch over to the other character. We're going to transfer it back, and I can pick this up later if I want to do it again. So we're going to go to the Soul System, and we're going to switch characters. Which one did I pick? Oh yes, the Enterprise C. Looking pretty good. Nice stylish paint job. Blue. Lots of blue. It's a nice stylish paint job. I always love it when they put time in their paint jobs. I don't have my... Uh-oh. We don't have fireworks. It's not right. Alright, I'm going to have to go in then. We don't have the fireworks. Oh, no! Crash! Looks like a backup pilot. Alright. We don't have the fireworks. But yes, that Ryzen ship, if you can get it, has a console on it that does tornadoes. Blue tornadoes. If you want to do a whole tornado build, that's a good one to have. But what you're looking for is the electrified anomalies. The electrified anomaly trait makes it so much easier to use a simple thing like gateway or gravity well, and it causes so much damage to multiple enemies. And it's great because if you're near it, it also heals you while it does it, so it's great. Okay, now we're going to do the campaign. We're going to do Azure Nebula Rescue. Yeah. So we can get 50 points more towards this, and we can get this done. We have to keep doing this until June 4th and then stop. because it will stop. But for that time, we should be almost able to get it to 3,000. Then I'll only need to have 1,000 to finish it. And hopefully I'll be able to finish it. And I'll get the pack. Yes, the pack. The pack. And I'll get the coupons. And all those low buy crystals. In one shot. All of it. Yes. Look at that. 1,500 low buy crystals. That's like 4 ships if you want it. 4 ships in total, man. 4 ships. 4 ships all in one shot. You get to pick a T6 ship out of the Infinity Box. Anyone you want. You gotta look at the list and pick them. You get the 2 coupons that you can pick any ship out of the store you want. And the 1,500 low buy crystals, because you can pick any ship out of the low buy store that you want. Here's the bomb. That's like 4 ships right there. So, if you're new to this game and you want some ships, there you go. Finish that event and you will have them. You will have 4 damn good ships. All T6s, most of them. I think I assimilated it. Yep, I did. It's following me around. Or it's following somebody else around. One of the two. It happens. Okay, people, we don't need 3 people here doing this. So. I'm gonna head for the 1 while they head for the 3. Let's go.
If you are caught inside the web, try to destroy
Shit,
one
yeah.
side and escape before it collapses in on
That's what it says. Not exactly how it works anymore. The webs are set up so they made a web thing, a web weapon for us that we can use, and so now it's kind of cheesy. This is actually a pretty cool ship. I always thought it was neat looking. It was like a max a Connie mixed with a Galaxy class, you know. When I first saw it come from that rift, I was like, no doubt, that's the bomb. It's like a mix between a Connie and a Galaxy class. It doesn't work well with these blue weapons, but I like it with these blue weapons. To me, it's a theme build. I like it. Because technically, if you look at the star dates, they didn't come up with the new phasers until after the Kittimor disaster, or the Kittimor massacre. Then they came up with new phasers, because Worf at some point in Next Generation says something about it. Like the new frequency modulation phasers they didn't come up with until later. So they were still kind of using blue phasers, from what I understood from that episode. Now, I could be wrong, and I'm sure somebody will point it out, because they always do. Did you just die so I can do this? Oh yeah. Thank you very much. The ambassador class has left the building. What is that one doing over here? I'm never going to get this thing undone. Undone, folks. Undone. There we go. Beam. Alright. Apparently we're having issues with the ship today. It's my fault. I'm slower than crap, I guess. Yep. Yeah, I like the way it looks like this, even though there's a modern version that you can transfer it to. I just like the older version. I like that episode. It was a pretty good one. And to be honest, that's how Denise Crosby got back on the show. It was because of this ship. They brought her back for this episode, and because she wasn't dead in that timeline, So they brought it back for that episode, and it was really cool because later on they, of course, made Sela. Because she was, you know, went on the Enterprise C and got captured by the Romulans. And had a baby. Which was great. It was a hell of an idea. So it was really cool, you know. A really good idea. And she's going to be in a new episode tomorrow on Star Trek Online, voicing the part. And what's interesting is she's the captain of the Enterprise F. I think, unless they're going to make the Enterprise G in Star Trek Online, which I don't think they will. Because some people are not happy with it. Game producers, game makers, right? There's a 2. What was that one? Charge it. Nope. So yes. This actually has really good maneuverability, inertia. But unfortunately, it doesn't have a tornado. Yeah, that's what I think of that. I love that when it goes to fire at will and whacks that freaking net. Yes, fire at will take that net out a lot if you're on the outside of it or the inside of it, if you get it off before it phases. Because what happened was they made a Tholian weapon for us. You get a Tholian shield, you get a Tholian warp core, and you can get a Tholian weapon and a Tholian console. And all of them will work together to cause damage as Tholian and Tholian nets. Now, the problem with that is our Tholian nets, when they did it, right? I'm going to kill these guys in the middle, I think, just for fun. When they did the Tholian net thing, what happened is it made it so whatever caught the Tholian net was inert. It couldn't fire weapons, right? So that's what happened when we got the consoles, is our Tholian nets would stop them from firing weapons so they couldn't get out of it. Well, when it did that, it made the Tholian nets in here do the same. It made all Tholian nets do it. Which I'm sure that might have been what they were going for. So it's not a big deal. I mean, you just got to wait it out, or wait until you can fire again, and when you can, you hit the web nodule in the middle or on the corner, which usually works great. Whee! And you get little crystals too, because somebody's using it, which gives you boost to your shields and brings them back. I don't think I'm using it. No, maybe I am. I don't know. No, I'm not. I'm Discovery kiddo. I like Discovery shield and armor, warp core, and impulse drive. They work really good together. Plus, they make you tough as hell. A lot of people use them. It also helps with your damage and crit severity. Oh no! I started attacking like one of them. Ah! It said that stuff. Maybe I am using it. I didn't think I was on this. Maybe I am. Am I? Really? I didn't. Stay still. Don't move. Stop moving backwards. Alright. We need to look at the ship. No, I don't have them on this. How the hell do I keep getting that? Must be somebody else has it on there. I have the vortex weapon on this? Why was I that foolish? I think it comes with it. Alright, we're off. Bye-bye. Beep beep. You basically keep running back and forth until you get all the ships broken free. And it gets so many points and then it ends. It's not a bad little mission. It's kind of fun. It was one of my first starter missions. Who the hell was down here but never let this go? Where are the bad guys? Somebody already killed them and just drove off. They didn't fucking let it go. That's kind of stupid. I'll do it. Give me something to do. This is the Intel version of the Legendary Intel Support Cruiser. Yes, this is the Intel version of this. I think there's a tactical version of this.
A Delon warbird is escaping.
Yes. Kind of slow today, but yeah, I like the look when it first come in the episode, and it looked like a amalgamation of a Constitution and the Galaxy class, which was kind of cool. It's also an original design when it was in that episode. It wasn't something that they amalgamated and mashed models together. It wasn't a kit bash. It was original design. And everybody's like, "Oh, it's a kit bash." No, it was an original design. This was made from scratch, people, as a model. But yes, I liked it today. I saw it. Because to be honest, and I'm going to say this, even though I love the Enterprise D, I was so mad when they destroyed it. I always thought the Enterprise D was huge. Right? And that's as big as I like my ships. Any bigger than that, you know, except for the Sovereign class, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But when it gets past that and it gets crazy, oh no, the Odyssey class isn't too bad. I will say it, I do like the Odyssey class in the Star Trek Online, okay? I did like the fact it was in the show. Yes, it was great, okay? I do not like the fact that you all put down the damn G, because the F was in the show and it was only in one episode before it got decommissioned and destroyed, or almost destroyed, and then they decommissioned it. But I hate to say it, you also got to understand that they said that that was the centerpiece for the Borg, right? For the Borg new system that would make all ships work in tandem on fleet division missions. Haha, right? So therefore, they pretty much said that that ship was the main leader of all the things that caused the Borg to attack Starfleet. So therefore, even though they said it, and I know it sounded bad, and all you Star Trek fans are having a fit, or STO fans are having a fit, but here's the thing. You wouldn't put something back in service that everybody was afraid of.
I am quite impressed with you.
Alright? Because it wouldn't be a good idea. And then, what? That's a PR thing. What does that got to matter? It matters a lot. Because Starfleet does not scare its citizens. So therefore, if there was a ship that they were afraid of because of what it did, right? And that was a constant with the flagship, was it not? With the name Enterprise. Was a constant that they had to look good in the eyes of the people too. Or things didn't work. Like Picard taking off and defying Starfleet to save a bunch of people that were on a planet because their younger kids wanted to get young again because they weren't before. Okay? Picard couldn't have done that if he wasn't driving the Enterprise. If he was driving the Hoboken, USS Hoboken, you can bet your ass Picard would be nobody. You understand? Because the Enterprise carries a lot of weight with the population and the people of Starfleet. Just the name carries a lot of weight. So you get what I'm saying? Exactly. And they couldn't have something bad going with the Enterprise. You notice how nobody notices the B or the C because something bad happened to him? Yeah. So also story-wise, they had to get rid of it. The Enterprise F. Not to mention it had been in years 20 service because they put in the canon of it, which means they put in the canon of STO, which made this game legit as canon. Right? Yeah, just to let you all know, you nerdy fans out there, just like me, that if you made this game canon, then they had to accept the fact that the ship was 20 years old. which means it should have been retired. Because here's the thing. The guy who had it put in the show was the guy who designed it to begin with. In the game. So therefore, he has a right to do what he wants with his thing that he invented. And don't get me wrong, it's a good ship. I like it. It's huge. It's nice. The Lexington is probably the better version of it. But then the Legendary could be low. Because the stats are Legendary. And he's like, what? Yeah, you can. The Legendary actually has better stats than the Dreadnought. If you look at the stats, it does. It's not a good platform for builds, though. The difference in the Dreadnought, the Lexington Dreadnought, and I'll show you because we're at the engineering spot, which I am going to pick, is that it has more combat stats. That's why people use it for damage builds. Because here is the... Where is she? She's up. There's my baby, the ISS O'Brien. Terran Lexington Dreadnought Cruiser. Okay? Now, if you look at the stats, it has better damage stats and war stats. It has none on it right now because there's nothing in it. Because I already stripped the damn thing. Every time I switch out of it. Because I use it on a lot of other ships. But as far as that's concerned, the stats are such and such, and they can be better than the Legendary version with the same equipment. Because it's more of a damage build or a combat build than it is a just Starfleet build. Now the Legendary, which is down here, the USS Picard, is Command Dreadnought. Also, and like I said, there's a severity or crit chance, or the stats are a little bit different in the Mastery. But otherwise than that, it's pretty much the same ship. But Legendary ships are usually better statted and better resilient than regular ships. And that's the truth. They're usually better statted than a regular ship with the same design. Because they have to be, because they're Legendary. You know, it's that kind of thing. But yes, the reason why they talk to the Calvin timeline is because of this thing. This is why they call it the Calvin timeline. It's because of the Calvin. And I have the Calvin. I like the Calvin. It's cool looking. And actually works pretty damn good as a heavy destroyer. And it fights pretty damn good too. Matter of fact, the way I have it built. It's great. But yes, that's what they could talk about with the Calvin timeline. When they talk about these ships here, which would be the Calvin, of course, is a Calvin timeline ship. They say it isn't, but it's because it's the Calvin ship. It's called the Calvin Heavy Destroyer. So it's basically a Calvin timeline ship. And the other one would be the USS Shorey, which is the Intel Dreadnought Cruiser. Yeah. This thing is badass. I love this ship. Everybody loves it. It does major damage. It has good stats. It does a lot of crit hit, crit severity with the gear it has on it. And it just overall kicks ass. It is a huge ship. It goes very slow. Its inert kind of sucks. Where's the inert on it? Nope. There we go. The turn rate is... It says 100% for 5 seconds. That's not right. Where the hell do you read the inert? I forgot. The inertia is kind of... It has a big wide turning arc, right? Is what the inert is. That's my little stargazer. And then the other one is the Enterprise. Which is... I have it. It's in here somewhere. There it is. Mine's an Ultimate build. It's Legendary Calvin Timeline Intel Battlecruiser. Mine's an Ultima build, which is odd, but I made it that way just because I wanted to try it out. And it doesn't work too bad. It works really good. But you need to get the console out of the low-buy store, where it really doesn't work that great. You need the low-buy boost for the weapons. But I like it because it works that way. And then, of course, you know, I have the Voyager and everything else. And this is almost 2 hours. And yes, the Legendary, I do like it. A lot of people use it. It is one of the better ships. The Lexington is a really good ship. But like I said, the Legendaries has more stats on it, better stats on it. As far as defense-wise, I think it is. So you have to beef up the defense on the Lexington. But the Lexington does more damage-wise. And it works really good. And this is where everybody's going to get mad, I like this Dreadnought. The 3-engine Nacelle Enterprise D, when I first saw it in All Good Things, it was my favorite ship. When it come out of nowhere, decloaked and blasted that freaking Klingon ship and blew it to hell with the Lance, it was the bomb. So I actually used it as the best ship. Now the Barbarossa is my zippy ship that destroys just about everything. This thing is a tank. It's a good ship, and if you do happen to get one, it's great to have. This is a decent ship if you want to go Class A, Enterprise A type ship. The Connie is always a good ship. The Connie is a good ship in every version. Calvin Timeline, Discovery, Connie's just a well-rounded good ship, and so is the Neo Connie. You know, it's just a well-rounded good ship. I wouldn't say it's the greatest, but I wouldn't say it's the worst. You know what I mean? And if you build it right, it's really good. And I don't care what anybody says. I love running around in my Enterprise G. So, nah. You don't like it? Suck it up. And I was lucky enough to get 2, which I've noticed, and this is what I've noticed, and I'm not trying to get your hopes up, but since the new company took over, and this thing is a bomb, the Legendary Avenger Miracle Battlecruiser, sweet, awesome laser build. Awesome phaser build right there. It's a phaser build ship. It's a great one for it. Okay. Now, before I get too nerdy, I have noticed something that I didn't notice before. Now, either my luck's changed or they upgraded the drop chance on some of the boxes. Okay. What that means is the boxes have a better drop chance, right? I think they have a better drop chance so far, what I've seen. Because I have got 2 T6 packages in the last 2 days. I've got the Excelsior 2. And the last time I bought keys, twice. Not once, twice. And before, I wouldn't even get a T6. It would take me freaking at least 40 keys before I'd even see one. Maybe 50, maybe 100 keys before I'd even see a T6 box drop. Now, that could be because I did it on the day that they were having a special. Or whatever. But it seems like to me, the new company that is helping us, Deca, I think that's what it's called, is Deca. Yeah. They're taking over because the game is old. And they're, you know, I don't know if Cryptic wants to do another one, or they're just taking over because they're just taking over to take care of it, maintenance it, and keep us alive, you know. And they make money out of it because the more we buy stuff, the more money they make. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay? So as long as they're keeping the game going and we all love it, why not? I don't see any reason for them taking over. But like I said, if the drop chance is better on the boxes now because of it, then that will help out a lot, especially when they're doing an R&D thing. Because R&D things, oh my god, that will drain your freaking bank account in a heartbeat. Because it takes like 15 million R&D boxes to get that ship. Almost. That's what I say. I'm bragging, maybe I'm dragging it out a bit. But usually when it's R&D and stuff, it takes a long time to get one of those ships. And when the Neo Constitution came out, I got 2 of them, which was insane because it was an R&D ship. So if the drop chance is better on the R&D, by God means that's the best thing ever. It's an improvement on the drop chance. And hopefully the boxes are all better improved drop chance. Because trust me, it was a bit low. The gambling chance was way low. It wasn't even worth the time on an R&D box. So hopefully it's improved with the new company. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that follow, like, subscribe button. I enjoyed it. I do like playing Star Trek Online. I am an old fan. I've been around for a while, and I like watching it and playing it when I watch it. So, you know. Thank you very much. I'm going to make dinner. Enjoy yourselves.